Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you will change your life. But only if you let it. You wake up every morning drowning in the same excuses, the same doubts, the same stories you keep telling yourself. And that's exactly why nothing changes. You are the only thing standing between who you are and who you want to be. So today we break the cycle. Today I give you 9 things to tell yourself every single day until they become the truth. Because the words you say to yourself, they shape your reality. No one is coming to save you. Let that sink in. Read it again. No one is coming to pull you out of bed. No one is coming to force you to chase your dreams. No one is coming to change your life for you. It's all on you. And that should fire you up. Because if no one is coming, that means you are the one with the power. You are the one in control. You decide if you stay stuck or if you break free. And the truth is, most people spend their entire lives waiting for permission, waiting for the right time, waiting for motivation that never comes. They sit there hoping someone will hand them an opportunity, hoping the universe will do the work for them. But life doesn't work that way. If you want something, you take it. If you have a dream, you chase it. If you are drowning in your own excuses, you grab yourself by the collar and pull yourself out. No one else is responsible for your success. No one else is responsible for your happiness. No one else is responsible for the life you create. It's you. Always has been. Always will be. You know what weak people do? They blame. They point fingers. They say, I wasn't given the same opportunities. I wasn't taught how to succeed. Life is unfair. And you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe life is unfair. Maybe you didn't get the perfect childhood. Maybe you didn't have people cheering you on. Maybe you have more struggles than the person next to you, but guess what? That's still not an excuse. That's fuel. That's the reason you fight harder, push further, and refuse to stop. Because the second you accept responsibility for where you are, you unlock the power to change everything. You don't get to choose where you start, but you damn sure get to choose where you finish. Most people wait for motivation to hit them like a lightning bolt. They think one day they'll wake up and feel ready. But readiness is a lie. The people who win in life don't wait to feel like it. They move anyway. They wake up tired, uninspired, and full of doubt, but they still show up. They still put in the work. They still fight for what they want. That's what separates them from everyone else. Because the ones who wait, they stay waiting forever. You have one life, one shot. And every day you waste sitting on the sidelines is a day you'll never get back. How many more mornings are you going to wake up and feel disappointed in yourself? How many more nights are you going to lie in bed knowing you could have done more? The regret of not trying will eat you alive. The pain of staying the same is far worse than the pain of getting up and making things happen. You think it's hard now? Imagine being in the exact same place 5 years from now. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing the same person with the same problems and the same excuses. That should terrify you. That should light a fire under you. Because the truth is, no one cares about your excuses. No one is going to sit around and beg you to step into your potential. No one is going to drag you towards success. The world moves on whether you take action or not. The only person who loses when you play small is you. Every single day you let fear win. Every single day you choose comfort over discipline. Every single day you tell yourself tomorrow is a day you steal from your own future. That version of you, the one who's strong, disciplined, successful, powerful, that version of you is waiting. But you will never meet that person if you keep acting like a victim. You will never become that person if you keep choosing the easy way out. It's time to wake up. It's time to stop pretending you don't have what it takes. It's time to stop underestimating yourself. You have survived every bad day, every heartbreak, every challenge. You have been through hell, and you are still standing. That means you are capable of more than you even realize. That means you are stronger than your excuses. That means the only thing left to do is stop hesitating and start acting like the person you are meant to be. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You don't need someone to hold your hand and walk you through it. What you need is to decide right now, in this moment, that you are done waiting, done doubting, done letting fear win. You are the hero of your own story. You are the one who saves yourself. You are the one who stands up, takes control, and refuses to quit. Because if you don't, who will? You say you want change, but you don't want to be uncomfortable. That's why you're stuck. That's why nothing changes. Because you keep choosing what's easy instead of what's necessary. Growth is not a reward. It's a consequence. A consequence of suffering, discipline, and pushing past your breaking point. You don't get to be successful and stay comfortable at the same time. You don't get to transform and avoid pain. You don't get to have a new life while clinging to old habits. The life you want is on the other side of struggle. And most people will never reach it because the second it gets hard, they quit. The second they feel discomfort, they run. That's why they stay the same. That's why they wake up years later drowning in regret, wondering why they never became the person they were meant to be. You have to decide what you want more, the life you dream of or the comfort of staying the same. Because you can't have both. Every time you choose comfort, you are choosing mediocrity. Every time you choose the easy way, you are choosing failure. Every time you hit the snooze button, every time you snooze the workout, every time you let yourself off the hook, you are proving to yourself that you don't want it bad enough. And that's the truth. You don't lack motivation. You lack commitment. You lack the guts to suffer for what you want. Because let me tell you something, people who win, people who succeed, people who transform their lives, they suffer for it. They bleed for it. They grind for it when they don't feel like it, when they're exhausted, when their mind is screaming at them to stop. And that's exactly why they make it. You keep waiting for it to feel easy. You keep thinking one day it won't be painful. But that day is never coming. It will always be hard. It will always hurt. You will always have moments where you want to quit. But discomfort is not the enemy. Discomfort is the sign you are becoming more. The moment you feel resistance, the moment you feel pain, that's the moment you have a choice: push through and grow, or back down and stay the same. Every time you run from discomfort, you are proving to yourself that you can't be trusted. That's why you have no confidence. That's why you don't believe in yourself. Because you keep breaking promises to yourself. You keep choosing what's easy instead of what's right. And deep down, you know it. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop trying to avoid the hard part. The hard part is the whole point. It's where you get stronger. It's where you separate yourself from the ones who don't have the guts to keep going. If it were easy, everyone would do it. If it were comfortable, it wouldn't be worth anything. That's why the top is so empty. That's why most people never get there. Because they don't want it bad enough. They want the dream, but they don't want the pain that comes with it. They want the success, but they don't want the sacrifice. And that's why they stay exactly where they are. You think discipline is punishment, but it's freedom. You think pushing yourself is cruel, but it's love. Because the real cruelty, it's letting yourself waste your potential. It's waking up every day knowing you are capable of more, but choosing less because it's easier. You were not born to be average. You were not born to sit on the sidelines and watch other people win. You were built for more. But you will never see it if you keep running from the hard things. You have to train yourself to love the pain. You have to rewire your brain to crave discomfort. Because discomfort is proof you are stepping into the next level. Discomfort is the price you pay for greatness. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. The pain of discipline, the pain of pushing through, the pain of showing up even when you don't feel like it, that pain will pass. But the pain of regret, the pain of knowing you let yourself down, that pain will stay with you for the rest of your life. The pain of sacrifice is nothing compared to the pain of staying the same. So which pain do you choose? Because there is no escaping it. You either suffer now for the life you want, or you suffer later when you realize you wasted your potential. There is no middle ground. There is no easy way. There is no avoiding the hard part. The ones who make it don't have something you don't. They aren't more talented. They aren't luckier. They aren't special. They just refuse to break. They just refuse to let pain stop them. They just refuse to back down when it gets hard. And that's what you have to do. You have to decide right now that you will not quit, that you will not run, that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how uncomfortable it feels, you will keep pushing. You will keep fighting. You will keep showing up day after day until you become the person you were meant to be. Because no one is coming to make you do it. No one is coming to push you through the pain. No one is coming to carry you to success. It's you. It's always been you. And it always will be. I thought the old you is dead. Every single day you wake up, you have a choice: repeat the past or create the future. But most people don't choose. They operate on autopilot, dragging around the same excuses, the same habits, the same identity they've outgrown. And then they wonder why nothing changes. You will never become someone new if you keep worshiping who you used to be. You will never transform if you keep clinging to the person you were yesterday. The second you accept this, the second you kill the version of you that settles, that doubts, that hesitates, that is the second you step into power. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not the mistakes you made, the labels people gave you, or the limits you once believed in. But every time you tell yourself, this is just who I am, you trap yourself in a prison of your own making. Every time you say, I've never been disciplined, or I've never been confident, or I've never been good at this, you are reinforcing a lie. Who you were yesterday has nothing to do with who you can be today. But you keep resurrecting the old you. You keep breathing life into your doubts. You keep acting like you don't have the power to change, and that is the biggest lie of all. You don't find a new identity. You build it. Brick by brick, decision by decision. Every single day, you think confidence is something you are born with. No. It's something you prove to yourself through action. You think discipline is something that only certain people have. No. It's something you create by refusing to negotiate with your excuses. You think success is something that happens overnight? No. It's the result of every small, seemingly insignificant choice you make when no one is watching. And the problem is, most people don't realize that every single moment is a chance to rewrite who they are. You are one decision away from changing your life. But most people never take that step because they are too busy defending the person they used to be. You don't need permission to change. You don't need validation. You don't need anyone to believe in you. You just need to decide right now that the person you were yesterday is no longer in charge. That the version of you who made excuses, who let fear win, who procrastinated and settled, that person is gone. The only thing stopping you from becoming unstoppable is the fact that you keep waking up and acting like the same person you were yesterday. Stop carrying that identity. Stop feeding it. Stop letting it define you. Your habits are proof of your identity. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every time you hit snooze, you vote for the version of you that stays weak. Every time you scroll for hours instead of working on your dreams, you vote for the version of you that stays stuck. Every time you skip the hard things, every time you let yourself off the hook, every time you repeat the same toxic patterns, you are proving to yourself that you don't really want change. But the second you start making different choices, the second you push through resistance, the second you show up when you don't feel like it, the second you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your old habits, that is the second everything shifts. You don't need to see results right away. You just need to start casting votes for the future you instead of the past you. The problem is, most people are more committed to their past than their future. They spend their whole lives defending their limitations instead of breaking them. They argue for their weaknesses instead of overcoming them. They cling to old stories instead of writing new ones. And that is why they never change. You cannot transform while holding on to an identity that contradicts your goals. You cannot become confident while telling yourself you are shy. You cannot become successful while telling yourself you are lazy. You cannot become disciplined while telling yourself you have no self-control. You either rewrite the story or you repeat it, and that choice is yours every single day. Stop saying you are trying. Stop saying you will change someday. Stop saying you are working on it. You either err or you aren't. There is no in between. There is no waiting until you feel ready. You don't wait to change. You decide. You act. You step into the new version of yourself before the world sees it, before there is proof, before it's comfortable. Because if you wait for proof, if you wait until you feel like it, you will wait forever. Change happens the moment you commit to it, not when it's convenient. You think the world is holding you back, but the truth is you are holding you back. No one is stopping you from becoming who you were meant to be except for you. No one is forcing you to stay the same. No one is making you repeat your bad habits. No one is making you hold on to the past. That is all you. And if you have the power to hold yourself back, that means you also have the power to push yourself forward. The moment you stop identifying as the person you were yesterday, you become limitless. The moment you decide to show up as the person you are becoming, everything changes. Because you are not stuck. You are not powerless. You are not a victim. You are a creator. The creator of your future, the creator of your success, the creator of the person you are becoming. And that power has always been in your hands.